Welcome, welcome, welcome. Elucidation. My beautiful baby, I used to love you, my lady. In dreams now I wake up wide-eyed and crazy, screaming, spitting, fighting my world hazy. I'd apologize 100 times, but we all make mistakes, B. And lately, it seems like I can't escape these stage trees. The bloody rosary, it stays close to me as the Holy Ghost will be. Raise a toast to thee. Through reality, the boundaries weave, and darkness surrounds the crown you deceive. No happily ever after, more dark skies and taking life you were after. Always wanted me to kill, but never ever will. I swear, as the year was always there, but it was the truth that we were lacking. The roots were being watered, it was the roof that was cracking. Foundation rain upon the brain, flooding with nowhere to drain. A pain, a spasm, a canal, a chasm, and where my waters parted, it was due to an illusion. I've changed, my carpet has been woven in the rain, covered in gold, jasmine and sage, wildflowers in my name. Marshal of the cities, all heads held high to see the thing. It's in vain because I remain quiet as you step forward. Lions in the dens, lurking in the foreground. Wanderers searching for a serum, hopefuls lying in the sun, untroubled by rain and thunderous drums. Some will be stunned, but us lyrically sprung and create fountains or wells for our young to drink from, until finally they must do the same, and nothing will ever change.
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it. It is this unseen power which makes itself felt and yet defies all proof, because it is so unlike all that I perceive through my senses.
Kuma, son. Bringing back old memories, kid, the sky. I am only one, my words travel only as far as lonely suns. It has begun, a monologue of the drum, build upon a melody until our form is strong. I am only one, my words travel only as far as lonely suns. It has begun, a monologue of the drum, build upon with melody until our form is strong. I never shatter like glass, but rest in peace to those that have it in the end. Matter of fact, it was never that bad. I felt the pain inside like those shards of back. Took my life, stabbings of a similar nature. Never changed the stature from women that I've loved, the traitors that I've captured. Set upon the sea and beautifully battered. My musical tapestry is weaved like a master crafter. Dapper dance, fish shine. Your woman's epidermis, keep it cooking like a thermos. Dwellers go and fuck a furnace artist. To a living prophet, seen it in my optics. This world is a factory and we the spinning sparkers. Working for the man but have no other options. A flawless victory, I'm looking for opponent's coffins. On the graveyard shit is where you find me stalking. Talking fast boxing, spitting rhymes and chillin'. Never know the kid sitting there is a villain. High school diamonds, high school life, high school famine. Set it off like dynamite when the time is right. A makeshift punch clock and dim the lights. Stage capture me like a cage, splitting image. Never been there, must have been another sage. I travel in age without growing a hair and setting foot in space. Music is a portal, able to traverse a mere mortal through different times recorded as it made immortal. Forever spinning molecules in the celestial planes. I promise you, it's more real than anything you've ever gained. We built galaxies, no fallacy. I roam in my own world provided by a melody.
Pardon my asking what's new. Pardon my asking what's new. Of course.
So I suppose the better question in the end is what's old. The coffins that surround my crib, the pitch blackness, stars in the skies. Everlasting, not quite enough. Footprints left in rock from giants of rust. My eyes eyes flush like poison. Many hits of the dust. The earth under our feet never feel connected. Because of concrete, vital energies deplete and become obsolete. My best friend told me, not the other week, finesse, I feel weak. Not the same no more, and this life is real, not a game no more. I almost died right there, because this is the same man who taught me not to care. Not walk blindly, stuck in a stare. Now we back, stuck right there. I swear, with the palms of a demon, and each word is steaming, followed by tragic screaming. We need help, more than that apparently. We need wealth to balance, center a self. There's grain to eat, but it sits on the shelf. Boy, then what's right in front of you? Let's take that shit before it disappears. Looking for my revelation through the ashes of this nation. Abomination, harm and creation, creating constellations trapped in the continuum. Close-minded observation haunts the creatures like armor of the Romans. Tutankhamun droning on animals. The Pope with the demonic heralds holding heads, captivated like Chernobyl. MENES the Pharaoh, dark periods in Egypt. Get your arms cleaved off, have you pray in the guise of cold plains of the barbarians. Roman like centurions, nomadic tribes among the flames. Circle yanks like German tanks, Sherman back to Similac, Sibiac or Silver Cat. Saber tooth with razor roots, calm and feel my clever problems surround our booth. BDC, fuck the rest of you, will hold the truth like glowing orbs of impalpable juice. Your staff lacks fire, craft blades, and a drape cloth. My comes from sacrificial temples of the old north. What? The old north.
Break through dimensions, my dimension seeks to be mentioned. Sidestep the universe, unite the world through a verse. Captures are graven images of a hearse I bury dirt. I'm very scary when they see me work, I see them hurt. Where the fuck is the merit? For long periods I go solitary, lost hermit, trapped by an old cemetery. Walk the boneyards preliminary, illuminate the tertiary, bypass the secondary, rising out the ossuary, skip along the binary, beating on you born very, stranded on an island, caged like canaries, beasting out, speaking clout, walking south, figured out how to resurrect the old logic, product of the Manhattan Project, principle of palindromes, old temples be my home, left alone, travelers are frozen to the bone, drones run amongst dead zones. I see the sky when they minds blown. I see the sky when they minds blown.
I do dimly perceive that whilst everything around me is ever changing, ever dying, there is underlying all that change a living power that is changeless, that holds all together, that creates, dissolves, and recreates.
Take your places. It's about to speak. A moment of your time, please. Just one. I'm waiting for this. This is the moment. Elucidation. To illuminate. To bring light to shed light upon. Clarity. Serenity. Water flowing through the palms. Go up, build bricks, stack them up high. Simply the rest in my castle of the sky. No words to facilitate lies, and no words to no impending demise. Bring forth the light and cast away the night, forever to bask in the radiance of light. It's beautiful, isn't it? Like wisdom is. Please take a seat and gaze at what the princes give. Weaving through intervals and instances, you can feel it like the soft hands of mistresses. Temptress with the tempest blade of infinite, and no being no place in brass from a syndicate. The pillars rise, and that is to indicate you've overstayed your welcome. Leave before we demonstrate the overwhelming power of those of a higher place. Blast your soul with lightning and set fire to the grave. We sit on pillars of light forever. You may only gaze upon it. You may only feel it for a second, and then it's gone. That is the point. That is to make you see that it is possible. But I cannot give you it. That is elucidation. That is the basement dwellers. That is MENES the Pharaoh. Feel the light that it brings to your soul, but you may not stay for too long.
Yo,
hip hop in our blood, flows through our veins. You know that.
BeWill.
Peace, Lord.
I'm always taught blade education. Stay steady like a monk in meditation. Stay fly elevation. Aircraft carrier blast hard. MCs in the wind asking for my bars. Write your own shit, I don't ghost rights. They light, they not used to a flow this heavy, right? Get it, got it good. BeWill with skill. They're not real, they don't have the real appeal. I can spot a fake miles away. The God is holy. Every day for me is a Sunday. Okay, I like wordplay. Yes, hip hop's in my blood all day, every day. They want love, I don't give hugs. They wonder why they hate, I just give shrugs.
Searching for the artifact where the hidden art is at. Buried deep beneath the form where the heart is at. Heal whispers from a monolithic cross over dominance. Erase pieces of past and clerics who abolish tax. Searching for the artifact where the hidden art is at. Buried deep beneath the form where the heart is at. Heal whispers from a monolithic cross over dominance. Erase pieces of past and clerics who abolish text. What's the Mason giving you next?
Revelations, mind stellar integration. Study long hours in the basement, under catacombs stacked with old scrolls. Vaulted ceilings with adjacent prison cells. Open up your eyes, dreamscapes under spells. Live before the times of heaven and hell. Observant Mephisto of a Masonic manifesto. Ironclad face like Destro. Desolate to desperation of a desperado. Broken bravado, stammering staccato. Lyric aficionado with a Kumatose. Slow to a crawl space, last in a snail's race. Fingernails, trace lines in a coffin. I hear the old man barking, the dead start walking. I hear the old man barking, the dead start walking.
Searching for the artifact where the hidden art is at. Buried deep beneath the form where the heart is at. Heal whispers from a monolithic cross over dominance. Erase pieces of past and clerics who abolish tax. Searching for the artifact where the hidden art is at. Buried deep beneath the form where the heart is at. Heal whispers from a monolithic cross over dominance. Erase pieces of past and clerics who abolish tax. Calculation, information, integration, innovation in the self-test. The workings of your imagination. Patiently waiting, pacing the basement, the pains where you placed it, painted in a beautiful arrangement. I'm ancient, sitting in ruins until Abandu took the nose of the Sphinx. Nobody moves, crack granite from your skull down, and the stairs you fall. Tumble, 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 you no need of a door. I'm evil as gold, unequal as law. People are flawed, so I raise my sequelers and speak of a cause. We deeper than bonds, molecular, seeker of form. When I pinpoint your origin, no traces are gone. The reach of a nuclear bomb, and equally strong, inebriate a village with my cynical songs. To raise the bloody palms and say your teacher has come. And the first lesson is at the rising of the sun. Searching for the artifact where the hidden art is at. Buried deep beneath the form where the heart is at. Heal whispers from a monolithic cross over dominance. Erase pieces of past and clerics who abolish text. Pieces of past and clerics who abolish text. Kumatose, elucidation, the sky-bled stars. We are thirsty, we are hungry. What have you given us? The water run dry, the herd run the wild. To serve and comply, an omen full of lies. Tears from our cries, appears our demise. Sears us with heat, clear us our defeat. Rest upon the peak, rest us is achieved. Brothers are the weak, and endless are the questions that we seek. But no answer could never breathe a second of relief, and cause lead to this pressure from our creek. I see slowly in the deep, I bleed lonely on the meek, unseen until forgotten, and only remember the dreams once again to be lost when awoken, slip through the seams. Another tribe approaches, comes upon the bones of those similar to the own. Death, legs, reek from this place, a bad omen, but we must make our way. The prophet says, there's life over here, and we never question the chosen. Hold this word dear, my child, please never fear. We are bound for when oasis water ever clear. Food, plentiful deer, and enough grain to feed our livestock for many years. Dear stands, and all still well. The sun of better times with the corruption of hell. The moon sits full, and offering of health. So the priest says, a copious wealth. Little did they know, that ages ago, the same prophecy had been foretold. So they built the houses and prayed to gods of old, but were already doomed and lacked the presence of the soul. Time must come, so let it.
Dreamers with empty hands, dreamers with empty hands. Hey.
Ghost of yesterday, stalking round my room. Ghost of yesterday, stalking round my room. It's haunted music.
It's real foolish, man, but I hear you. I hear you teach the words you speak. Hope inevitably what you reap.
Haunted music.
Closed caption for your young ass, man.
Lonely shadow.
Disrespect the elders. When I come to see you on a rainy night, appearance sharp as a shiny knife. You supposed to be asleep, young lord. And why she wear the clothes of a whore? It's true, this life can feel overbearing. But you have a child supposed to be bearing. Your home is barren, kinda like the cells you sit and wonder why she say you ain't shit. Feel the tension in the room. Shall we allow this intervention to resume? Show and raise your hands, those of you hardest of fans who have gotten respect from this man. Now let me tell you something, you must understand. If it ain't pork on his fork, no doubt that shit is spam. False prophet, you abandon everyone your followers. Couldn't move blades of grass with your hollow words. Elders sit in the seance, but the young sip juice with crayons. Play your fucking part, create one no art, and tell me when you back speaking from the heart. Elders sit in the seance, but the young sip juice with crayons. Play your fucking part, create one no art, and tell me when you back speaking with slurs. Hey yo, I bought a set of beakers, broke down discographies, minus all the features, all the bad blood. Forget lack of mixing, no track listing or non-fiction. But something became apparent through my listens. A singular, similar, bearing in the siftings. Archaic as it was, I searched for a second for a brother, a compound, a connection, a vortex form. And suddenly I was in his presence, bumping his head to hell on earth at his wedding. The formula became shockingly clear, and I dropped the beacon not out of fear but in disgust. Finally, my theory on all of this was an unconscious sign of love. The kid was just doing his part. Word is born, son, and I'm feeling your art. But quit stealing that shit before you dealing with knocks. Again, elders sit in the seance, but the young Sip juice with crayons, play your fucking part, create one no art, and tell me when you back speaking from the heart. Elders sit in the seance, but the young sip juice with crayons, play your fucking part, create one no art, and tell me when you back speaking with.
And is this power benevolent or malevolent? I see it as purely benevolent, for I can see that in the midst of death, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists. In the midst of darkness, light persists. Hence I gather that God is life, truth, light. He is love. He is the supreme good.
Dedication, yeah. And I remember the good days as well as the bad. And I remember the good days as well as the bad. And I remember you happy and I remember you sad. Both my bringing these strings bring your memory back. And I remember you saying eventually that this was our family. Rudimentary act, the soul wasn't ready to be born. I remember sparking you in the dark and sending electricity through your arc. And I remember the smile on your face when I say that I'd rather be no other place. I remember your taste, like I remember your smell. Like memories of jail got me trapped in a cell. I tie your noose while you tie the knot. I smoke the wet while you blindly state that you found God. Don't you see how we won? I remember the good days as well as the bad. And I remember the good days as well as the bad. And I remember you happy and I remember you sad. And I remember when the bullets rained over your dad. I remember saying sorry, it had to be like that. But I attempted to replace what you never had, giving you guidance. Well, walked into my own trap and danced with demons until you mustered a force. Did some dumb shit, set you on a permanent course. Turned a firing squad on me while you rode away on a lost horse. You should see it in my eyes like the fire in the skies. If I sooner came across a line, yo, the end of your lives, like the end of the line. You need a spiritual guide to seek out the light, not a brainwashing ring and some bullshit fabricated life. I wish you the best, but no, it's not right. I fucking dumb. Word up, yo. Just wanna say, I appreciate it. Every word that you inspect. Every time you throw my shit on, or throw that shit up. Ernesto Pharaoh. Word up for holding me down. Elucidation. God dedicate this shit to my man Kuma. Basement dwellers, yeah, that's them, son. Specifically Archangel, Bronze Feet, the Mason. All my peoples, yo, I love y'all. Spiritually, I'm feeling real fucked up right now. But this is my healing, and I wanna take y'all with me. Peace. What we perceive and you believe are two different things, like a finger and a brain. But once something becomes a custom, it's comfortable. A basic form of entrusting a coffin. The person whose reason is searching for reason, but not prepared to change with the seasons. Is breathing, temporarily being rather close to the edge, never peering over the ledge. Cry for the unlearning, bleed for those who yearning. Our seeds produce weeds, our seeds are all burning, growing taller than trees and feeding only vermin. I fall to my knees and preach a lonely sermon.